Morning, everybody. Rusty from the Rusty Razor. Got another shave of the day. Today we're going to be using Stirling Citron. If you like lemon scented stuff, oh yeah, this is for you. And it's glacial too, so I like menthol. I like that cooling effect on my face. It reminds me of being up in the Great White North where I grew up. Alright, so Citron. Yeah. Now I'm going to follow it up with some Citron Splash Glacial. Yeah. And today, following the yellow theme, we got some Gillette 7 o'clock yellows. Second use, I think these are. And then we have the Krisp razor. Haven't used this in a little while. So, yeah, it's nice hefty. Nice hefty razor. I love this thing. It's like the weight of this handle. You know, this handle could be thrown on several other of my razors. Yeah. Alright, so how's your day going? Mine's not too bad. Woke up in a good mood. Got about 4.5 hours of sleep. Yeah, my wife woke me up this morning. She got out of bed like, whoa, woman, what the hell? And then she was like storming around the house. I'm like, did I do something wrong that I don't know? Women are like that. If you're married, you understand. Like, they'll storm around for a while, mad at you for some reason. You're like, what'd I do? You're breathing. What? And there have been a few times, your snoring kept me awake all night. Okay, my sinuses clog up. I wake up. I'm sorry. I can't do much about it. So there you go. So that's probably could be it. I don't know. Let me know. Do you have those kind of same problems? Oh man. It's like, oh, when's the last time my wife got mad at me? God, she was pissed off at me for some reason. And what the hell was it? Yeah, I can't remember. It's like, man, she was mad at me. She was giving me this look. Like, well, what? What'd I do? And it was like some stupid minor thing that you just like, but, you know, you're like, I don't know. Yes. Marriage, it's give and take. Yeah. A lot of times you're just like, I give up. Those of you who are married understand. I've been at it since 1988. And my wife and I have been together since 84. Well, we got married in 88. 1988. 2 kids. Lots of deployments later. Yeah. I think her happiest time she ever had was when I was not around. And I was deployed someplace. It's like, oh, you're back? Yeah, I'm back. Like when we were married without kids, that was like not a big issue for her. But she got a little more irritated when we had kids, because then she had to take care of the kids. Not her strong suit. I was the guy that took care of the kids. Let's put it this way, when my daughter has issues, she's like, Dad, she goes, can you come over and help me with this? Dad, could you take care of this? Help me with this. Dad, I need some advice. Type of thing. Yeah, that's always a good thing. Makes you feel wanted. Oh, ooh, so the menthol's starting to work on my eyes. Are getting a little watery. Oh man, I tell you, I thought about bringing it up the other day, but when the last shave, but didn't do it. Didn't do it. Wasn't that important. But I find it kind of funny. And popped in my head just now, like asking advice type of thing. I was at church. A young guy joined our men's group for a while to get some advice. Most of us in the men's group is like most of the time I'm kind of a young guy. Most of them are in their 70s. There's a few 80s, 60s. But individual, young guy, is 20 something. He's married, no kids. And he was talking, I just can't have. It's like, well, you got, introducing, talking about, like who you are, what, that kind of thing. Get to know you type of, and it's like, oh, and my, the individual running our group he used to be the associate pastor in our church, but he retired, but he still hangs around. Good guy. He's a staunch Democrat, old school Democrat, let's put it that way. Not your new style one, and not that it really matters anything, but just give you an idea. This young guy is like, kids. I'm like, oh, you got any kids? Or it's like, well, no, I can't have kids. I was like, issues? Don't want to, I don't want to, on a sore report or anything, because some people, it's like have medical issues why they can't have kids. Oh no, it's like I can't bring kids into this world. And I'm like, okay, where are we going with this one? Ken, who's who's it? Why not? It's like, because all of us there have kids one way or the other. One of the guys in there, he went through a bad divorce, and his kids hate him. But that's a different story. Kind of an asshole. Let's put it that way. No, I can't have kids and bring them into this world. It's like this to watch them die. Okay, why is this? What? Now I'm really intrigued. What the hell's going on here? And he's like, oh, I don't want to bring them into the world because they'll die because of global warming. I'm like, it's like, you actually believe all that hype? I was like, yeah, it's terrible. The earth is dying. I'm like, well, and everybody in the group that's been around for a while, it's like, one of the guys, he's a science teacher. He's a physics science teacher who's just recently retired too. And he's looked at me and he goes, "Here, you run with it." And then it's like, the guy looked, it's like, you want to, it's like, you run with it, you answer his questions. It's like, the guy looks at me, well, geologist, earth scientist, physical scientist. Got 3 degrees there and astronomy. And he's like, I kind of know what I'm going to be saying here. And like, yes, the earth is warming up. because we're coming out of an ice age. Not a lot. It's like, yeah, humans have a very, very small part of what's going on in the aspect of the Earth warming up. But the Earth has been warming up because we're coming out of an ice age. And he goes, what? Ice age? And I'm like, yeah. Do you realize, it's like, what do you know about, like, the seas rising? It's like, well, they're starting to rise. No, they're not starting to rise. And you're like, what? I mean, what, you can't tell me the Earth, the sea level are just not rising. It's like, oh, they've risen. And like, they've risen about 400 feet in the last 15,000 years. And you're like, huh? What are you talking about? I'm like, well, all this water that was locked up into the ice sheets. They're just like, did you realize that 15,000 years ago, where you're sitting right now would have been under ice? Like, what? Like, there was a glacier right here in Des Moines that ended right here. And we had over a mile thick of ice over our state. And you're like, I never heard this before. Like, yeah. Where do you think all that water went? When it retreated? It retreated because it was melting. And there was a time, it's like, let's just say you lived in where now is England. Could you walk to Norway? Or could you walk to France? Oh, no, there's water there. Well, there was a time when you could have just used your own 2 feet and they're like, hey, get out of the way, woolly mammoths. I'm coming through. Type of deal. But, yeah. So after a while talking with them, yeah, it's like, yes, the Earth is warming up. It's like, imagine this. It's like you leave a ice cube out on the sidewalk. What happens to it? Well, it melts. Yes. Where does it go? It just goes everywhere. All right, so that's what's happening. Now, has the ice sheet stabilized in the north and the south? Pretty much. And due to the fact that we had a really cold solar minimum and a really cold solar maximum the last 2 times. So the sun hasn't done a lot of warming aspect of that. But we're having a pretty good solar maximum right now. It's like if you're up here in the north, you're really enjoying all the northern lights. Seemed like recently, about every week we've been getting a, hey, we're going to have a solar storm. Go out and look at the northern lights. And like when you live in Iowa, and most people don't realize, yeah, you can see them here in Iowa. Heck, there's like the big one that we had in October. If you lived in Texas and Florida, you could have seen the northern lights from Miami. That's how strong it was. But I do guess. But I said, yeah, the polar bears. I said, are the polar bear population decreased or increased? You know, like, well, it's decreasing. No, it's actually increased. There's more polar bears now than there was 30 years ago. Okay, so that's kind of a myth blown out of the water. And the planet's greening up. Yep, there is an increase in carbon dioxide. But what do trees love and plants? Carbon dioxide. So, in some ways, the plants in this world are actually increasing, getting more vibrant. So, yeah, there's all kinds of stuff that happens. Kind of cool. The most people don't realize is that if you made it this far in the video before you're an asshole type of thing. The Earth, 120,000 years ago, was warmer than it is now. We are warming up to normalcy. If people don't realize this planet, the average temperature geologically, which we have evidence of it, it's really easy to figure out just by looking at conditions today and looking at the telltale signs. Like you look at the coast of Africa, looking at how much particulates are dropped into the sea off the coast of Africa due to prevailing winds on which side of the equator you look. It's like if you look on the north side of the equator, prevailing winds go one direction, and the south side they go the other direction. So if you're looking off the coast, it deposits, it's like you look at the Sahara Desert. At one time, during the Ice Age, the Sahara was actually very rich in plant life, lakes, and stuff like that, due to the fact that imagine it's like you have on the planet, it's like this is ice, so your temperate zone moves south. So like if you're looking at the areas of how things are in Europe, move that south into northern Africa, due to the fact that all the ice is changing your average temperature. As a cooler, more temperate area, your prevailing winds are dropping more rain in certain areas that don't do it now. And you got to look at all the signs of everything. But 130, 150,000 years ago, it was farther north. So the desert is actually reclaiming. It's a cycle. It goes up and down, depending on if you're going through an ice age or not. And so the area that was deposited was a lot bigger. And the ice that is in, like Greenland, shows that there are lots of underneath the ice when they're drilling down for boring. They come up and there's like, look at all this plant material. Yes, Greenland was warmer and was growing stuff. Some of it is like your typical tundra material, but then you also have plenty of evidence of that it was more in line with what you see in Canada right now, northern parts of Canada, like the dividing line between the tundra and then when you start to move into the boreal forest type material. That zone. So a lot of scientists that look at such things as if you look at all the total evidence, you just don't take a single. It's like too many individuals like to take a single snapshot of this is how things have happened in the last 20 years, and they think and then they use that as a projection of their models, and it looks really bad. And if you throw in the data from the last like 200,000 years, then the model looks different. Big giant massive computer model. So gotta look at the big picture, not the little pictures. Little pictures help, but I guess that's part of the thing about if you ask geologists and stuff, they have a different viewpoint. Because we look at things in millions of years versus decades. So Whew. Yeah, suddenly like the old menthol was like hit me like a ton of bricks in the face. Got hit with a glacier. Yeah, it's like, it's funny. It's like they're finding evidence of, 5,000-6,000 years ago, trees that used to be under ice in like the Rocky Mountains. They're like, the only way trees grow there if it was warmer. Yeah, it was warmer 6,000 years ago than it is now. Think about that. Yeah. Because a lot of people don't realize we went through another micro ice age. Several of them. It's like, my ice age does want to give up. Ooh, what the heck, right there. Don't be afraid to fill up your face. Yeah, it's like there's places in Europe where the glaciers have retreated, and they're finding evidence of man had mined ore out of the area. It's like, wait a minute. They were doing stuff a couple thousand years ago that, and the glacier took over again. Yeah, why is that? What's one thing you can say? Ask any Iowan. Don't like the weather, it will change. Oh, a little bit of cooling on the face, man. Let's add some more to it. Let's put a little citron on it. Uh-oh. Lid was sealed shut. My nose is starting to fill up. It smells good. A little bit of tingly right here. I'm not feeling much. So decent shave, everybody. Oh, did I say there's an affiliate link down below to the razor company? Click on the link. A little bit of kickback goes towards our giveaways. And there you go. So, Citron. Alright, so that's a shave day, everybody. Brought to you by Stirling Citron. Excellent soap. Man, I love the scent of this stuff. And then we followed up with the second use of the Gillette Wilkinson's or Gillette's 7 o'clocks yellows. Why did I say Wilkinson's? I don't know. And then we had the Krisp razor, the new Krisp razor. I think I paid $12 for this. So, not a bad razor. So, that's the shave day, everybody. Hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.